Welcome back everyone once again. Today we're going to cover 5 different Men of the West build orders for Rise of the Witch King 2.02. Now, these build orders are based on build orders created by Solas, one of the all-time greatest players of 2.02. However, some of these are a little bit outdated but are still completely valid openers even to this day. Alrighty, let's jump right into things, shall we? So, starting off with the first build, it's going to be the standard build order, which is going to be just basically a 2 farm into a barracks opener. Very standard. So, once your barracks is done, you could either make a Gondor soldier battalion, or you could make a pikeman if you want to do an early creep, or if you expect the enemy is going to go for a cav rush. Also, you can also get a 5th farm to delay your 2nd production building if you think you can actually defend it. And one other thing you can do, instead of a 2nd production building, you can also recruit a hero, but that's kind of a meme strat, so keep that in mind. Alright, so let's jump right into action and show the build live and well here. Alrighty, we're in the game, so let's go real quick here. Make sure we get 2 farms going. We want both of these to be 97% from the start. Go ahead and grab Rallying Call real quick. And after one of these finishes, the top one here, or the bottom one, we're going to make a Rax real quick to get this build order going here. Let's go make that barracks now, right there. I like to protect my farms with my production buildings. Personal preference. Alright, then with this builder, I'm going to go over here and make a 3rd farm. Also 97%. There we go. We kind of want a triangular pattern around our fort. That way they are producing as much resources as they possibly can, while also being defended by the fort there as much as possible. Alright, so as soon as this finishes, we want to recruit a Gondor soldier battalion right away. We're gonna have enough money for that. Boom, let's get that going. We're gonna rally him over here to scout. Put the builder back here in case they come. Also, this one can be chilling there. Actually, this one could go over here for now. Alright, we're waiting for that Gondor battalion to finish on up. And now let's make a farm with this builder. 97 as well, 98 should be fine. And after that is finished, we can make it a Gondor soldier battalion right away. Once again, scout with these guys over here. Don't attack the enemy base or don't engage just yet. We want to scout with these guys. If they do attack us, we want to kind of fall back like this. See? We don't want to engage that right now. We want to fight at our base. And after this pack is finished, we also want a pikeman. So we're going to be playing defensive here. Try to body block these guys. Looks like they're actually going over here for our farm that we made over here. We can kind of make a wall hub to mess them up a bit. Alright. Defend our farm. Block him in battle. There we go. He's attacking our wall hub, which is good for us. And after this, keep making units. Pikemen can go ahead and go over here. Once we defend this, we can go ahead and do a counter attack. Now, once this is happening, we're going to go ahead and go. We did save our buff, cancel that. And we can also make an archery range now as the 2nd production building. Hotkey that. And with these guys, let's keep moving. Now that we defended that successfully, we can make a huge push onto our enemy, keep making units. Gonna go ahead and rally them to his base. We do have Horn up and well. Archery range going up, keep making farms. And with this big push, we should be able to do a ton of damage. We're gonna make sure to kind of clump together here to make sure our buff is used very effectively on every battalion. We can make one guy go here. One over here. kind of have to split up here because we want to do as much damage as we possibly can. Looks like he's focusing on the pikes though, which is fine. Keep making guys. Keep macroing up. I'm using hotkeys for that, so I don't have to go back to my base. Also keep making farms in the meantime. These guys looks like they were victorious. We're gonna head in. So keep attacking him here. We're gonna pick off his archers and potentially jump on top of his production line here. Looks like he's made pikes. Big mistake. We're gonna camp here. Get these guys behind this base. We have guys constantly coming to reinforce, which is good for us. Builder might be picked off. And there we have it. We've already done a lot of damage. We should be pretty much victorious at this point. We might want to level up our archery range to get Athelians later. Maybe get some juicy heroes. Keep expanding our eco while we're at it. Keep reinforcing. And yeah, he's pretty much done for. So that's going to be it for this build order. Let's move on to the next build order, shall we? Alright, moving on to our second build order for the Men of the West here. It's going to be the Archery Range Rush. So the opener is pretty much going to be similar start here. The 2 farms into the barracks. And then once you make your Gondor Soldier Battalion, you make an archery range. And then once you have about 2 Gondor Archer Battalions, you make a big push. And that push should be quite strong indeed. And also pretty defensive opener as well. So let's see it in action. Alright, here we are. Let's do this once again. 97s, 98 is fine as well. There we go. Grab a horn as well real quick while we're at it. And once again, after this finishes, we make a barracks. And then after that, another farm, a Gondor Soldier Battalion, and then right into that archery range. We get a very nice, juicy push going. Alrighty, right there. Third farm gonna be going down here as soon as we can afford it. There we go. And once the racks finishes here, we are gonna make an archery range right after the Gondor Soldier Battalion. Once again, I'm gonna do a little bit of a scout, make sure he's not coming on in. And we have to defend at all costs. Alright, gonna grab some Gondor soldiers there. Move our builders into position to make that archery range, which is gonna be 300 here. We're gonna go ahead and place it down back here. Protect our farm once again. And after we get our second Gondor Archer Battalion, we can make a huge push with that. Alright, these guys are going to go ahead and scout once again. Gonna keep on making some soldiers there while we wait for our archery range. Looks like he's not coming just yet. Archery range, so let's make our first Gondor Archer Battalion. And after this Gondor Soldier Battalion finishes, we'll make a Pike Squad, just in case he goes something like Cav or Trolls. And then one more battalion here. And we make a huge push. Looks like he did not attack us this time, so he is planning something. Let's fall back for now. We also need to expand. We need some command points now. Place that there. There we have the pikes. Our second Gondor Archer Battalion should be out very shortly. And we're going to make a huge push here. This is the strength of this build. You can get a big force out very quickly. And the Gondor Archer Battalions do provide a very nice damage boost for our comp here. Alright, we're going to keep on producing units while we're at it. Keep on expanding our farms for that command point limit. Alright, here's our army. We still have Gondor Horn, our rallying call, and we'll make a huge, huge push now with our battalions here. Well, keep producing units from our production. We're gonna clump up here. Boom. Rally call everyone. And I'm just gonna engage here. Split up a little bit. One on this house. Our archers are gonna be doing fine here to take care of his archers and units. While these guys are gonna go ahead and start harassing his eco, taking out all of his farms. Looks like he went for a lot of archers. So we're going to be out here in the back side of him. We need more farms because we are command capped here. And once again, we pretty much won at this point, as it's going to be very hard for him to come back from this kind of damage. Especially since our archers are here right on top of his production. He can't really do too much about this. Our archers are just going to tear him apart. And there we have it, doing as much damage as we possibly can in the back, in the front, camping his production. And that's going to be the fast archery range rush build. And let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, moving on to our third build is going to be the Barracks Rush, which is going to be a farm right until that barracks start. We're going to want 2 Gondor soldier battalions, possibly a third one, or you can make a pike for that third battalion. So the point of this build is you want to do as much damage as you possibly can as early as you can. If you don't do damage with this build, you're going to be way behind. So this is quite a risky build. It requires you to do a bit of damage, but you're going to have a lot more units than your opponent if he does a standard build, because you got your racks out first. So you're going to potentially have a lot more units out. And after that, you either want to go into another barracks, an archer range, or a stable. Alrighty, let's see it in action. Alrighty, here we are. We're going to go ahead and do this real quick. Boom, like that, and right there. Just like that. Get our buff. And there we have it, our farm and barracks. Gotta get those up as fast as you possibly can, because this is basically a rush. You wanna get those units out as fast as you possibly can across the map and try to do as much damage right after this second farm. And then once this finishes, we're gonna want a Gondor soldier battalion. And we're gonna head and go straight for his base this time around. As soon as this is done, let's spam. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and start rallying it to his base right away. Move the build over here for a third farm. This guy back here for defense. In case he comes back here, we'll make a wall hub here to defend our little farm. Yep, another Gondor soldier battalion right away. We're gonna need him for the rush as well, or defense, depending on what he does. So if your opponent actually starts cav first, you're pretty much doomed. You should just it's gonna be over. If he starts cav first, you're gonna lose this first battalion and you're gonna be so far behind. So be aware of that. Right after this, we're gonna go into the pikes. We should probably make a third farm here, but we're gonna be super aggressive. Go ahead and go down here to see what he's up to. Let's make that third farm. Uh-oh, looks like he's here. He made archers, which is quite unfortunate, but we should be able to do something still with these guys. And these guys can move on towards that top hand side. We're gonna buff these guys to do as much damage as we possibly can to these slaughterhouses. And over here, we're gonna hotkey these guys and go up there. And I'm gonna take one out already. Move on. These guys see this one. We're gonna focus that one, while over here with this, keep on macroing up behind. With these guys, we can actually go ahead and creep since we made those pikes, just in case. A little bit of a more eco opener. And keep on making these farms. Micro away from them a little bit to focus on these slaughterhouses. These guys are creeping. Make sure we kill the wards. And keep on doing damage here. Already did a lot of damage. You want at least one farm. You want at least want to take down one farm. Preferably you want two with this build. If you get none, you are way behind. But we already got a lot here. These guys are being chased. We can fight with them. Looks like he's trying to attack us. We'll micro around. And we'll go ahead and get a second rack just to keep the spam up while expanding. These guys have crept over here. Get some easy creep monies. And looks like we missed microed a little bit here. These guys won. Keep attacking with these. And keep on going. We'll defend here. And that's pretty much it. We're just going to be super aggressive. Our second rack's going to be going up. Keep on pumping out units. Looks like we missed the macro cycle there. And yeah, let's move on to that next build. Alrighty, moving right into our fourth build is going to be the stable delete. So with this build, pretty much you're going to rush out cav as fast as possible. With this build, I like to delete my stables after the first Gondor Knights are out. That way I can make a faster barracks and a farm real quick. And once the Gondor Knights are out, the point of this build is to really kind of surprise your opponent with that fast cavalry start. So if you make something like warriors or archers first, you're going to pretty much ruin his day with this build. And also it's going to be able to force him to make additional pikes, whereas you can just keep making Gondor soldiers behind this and completely just overpower him with a big push. Alrighty, so let's see this one in action. Alrighty, we're loaded in here. Let's do to farm once again. From the start here, get our rallying call. And then once these farms are finished, go ahead and go right for that stables. And what I like to do here is with this builder, I like to go out here as far as possible towards the enemy's base and spam this here. And we're going to just make it right here. Why do we do this? Because it's going to be closer to his base. That way the cav are going to be able to come out quicker and they will be able to do damage faster this way. We're going to be selling that stables anyways after our cav come out, so there's no harm in doing this. You're going to save a few seconds by doing this. Your cav's going to get to the enemy's base a little bit quicker. Alrighty, once this finishes, we're going to make the cav right away. We're going to spam it here. Big rush here, so we got to spam it. Move our builder here. Is going to make the barracks here. And the farm's going to be placed there. After the cav come out, we're going to sell the stable. Be careful not to sell it too early, because if you sell it too early and say like 5 horsemen come out, only 5 are going to come out, and if you sell it too early, the rest are going to just be deleted. So wait till all of them come out, which is like that. Boom. We should have rallied our stable though. Make the barracks real quick, as well as that farm now. Hotkey all of this. Our guys are hotkeyed as well, so it's going to definitely surprise. He's made archers, so that's very good for us. We're going to buff here. Take out his archers real quick. And there we go. We surprised our opponent already, and we're gonna do a ton of damage to his eco line as well, especially with that rallying call. Our barrack should be up soon enough. We're just gonna spam Gondor soldiers from it. Keep on marking behind here. Make some Gondor soldiers. And keep on harassing with this force. Make another farm. In the meantime, while we keep on macroing up behind this and doing just a ton of damage to him. Mordor is pretty weak against this. If they started Orc Pit and they started Haradrim Palace, they're a little bit stronger against this because they will have that Easterling battalion. But if you force him to make Easterlings, then you can just outpower him with Gondor soldiers later on in the game. So this has already been very, very successful. Our Gondor Knights are level 2. You want to keep these guys alive for as long as you possibly can, because once again we sold that stable, so if you lose this Gondor Knight battalion, you just won't have any cav at all anymore. So keep them alive and well. Make sure you don't lose them. They're level 2. Build a well if you have to. If they're level 1 and they've taken a lot of damage, build a well back at your base, just like this, and then you can just heal them back up. Keep on making these guys. And behind this, you could either make an archery range, or another barracks, or maybe even a hero. So I've already done a ton of damage. I'm just gonna run away now. Heal our guys back up to full health with that well. And once again, we're gonna have just a big push here with Gondor soldiers. Maybe make an archery range, what have you. Make a hero. Keep expanding. And this is pretty much the build in a nutshell. Keep these Gondor Knights alive and well. Have all these soldiers here. Maybe make a safety pike just in case he goes cav himself. And yeah, just do a big push now with this, with the cav as well once they heal. And yeah, that's pretty much the build. And yeah, let's move on right to that final build now. Alrighty, moving into our final build here, which is going to be the greedy opener. A bit of a meme build here, which is going to be very, very greedy. Basically, you're going to start off with 3 farms right from the start into that barracks. And then you're going to be going right into those 5th farms right away. So basically, if you get rushed, you're pretty much screwed. If you don't get rushed, then you're in a very good situation. And after that, it's going to be pretty standard. Going to go into either an archery range, a stable, or another barracks. A good way to get a very quick hero with this build, because you're going to have a very good eco. And yeah, it's going to be just very greedy. Let's just see it in action. Alrighty, let's go once again here. Gonna go and start with the 3 farms. Once again, get that rallying call up. And yeah, gonna go 3 farms first into the barracks. And then right to that 4th and 5th farm. Very greedy. Indeed. This is why it's kind of a meme build. This one I feel like would work pretty decent. Maybe team games, 1v1s could work if they're not aggressive. If you know they don't play aggressively, you could get away with this. Alrighty, and once again another farm. Our 4th farm there. Could be anywhere you want it. Doesn't have to be here. Just place it down to be as fast as possible. Alrighty, after this, gonna head and make a Gondor soldier battalion. And once again, make another farm. Very, very eco opener here. We're going to be very exposed at the start. And we're not going to have a good time if he does rush us here. Let's see if he is. Keep on making soldiers after this. And at this point, we can just go ahead and take into anything here. Archery range, stable, another barracks, or a hero. Looks like he isn't coming just yet. Let's just go into a stable, because we're rather well off here in terms of our economy. Alright, so if he hasn't attacked us yet, we're in a good spot here. We're gonna get away with this opener, very risky, but it's gonna pay off now. Gonna have cav, gonna keep on making infantry, make a maybe a pikeman. Can also potentially creep here if he still doesn't come with anything. And after this point on, we just pretty much do anything, make some Gondor knights, mix in some archers perhaps, get a nice juicy hero. You can also just creep with those guys, keep on making more Gondor soldiers. Our knights are going to be coming out. We could just keep expanding the farms as well. And pretty much, yeah, that's going to pretty much be this build. It's going to be very passive, very defensive, and very risky early on. But it should definitely snowball out of control mid to late game. Yeah, we have our Gondor Knights out now. This is going to be doomed. Boom, just like that. And yeah, we're pretty much set. We could grab Theoden maybe, keep making units, make more cav. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much this build. Creep with these pikes. And yeah, we're just in a very, very good spot now. We can make a huge push here with 2 battalions of cav and all of these units now. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up this build. Hope you guys enjoyed this build order series. Hope you learned something from this. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. The next build order should be for elves, the next video. Catch me live on Twitch down in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time with the Elven build orders. Until next time, stay safe guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.